it's Marian. Welcome to 25 Days of Plantmas. This is a special Mom Raises Life holiday series where I'll be talking about at least one of my plants per day, every day during Vlogmas. I'll be sharing with you the plant's journey with me ever since I've gotten it, all of our highs and lows, and of course how I care for and propagate the plant. So let's go check my plant vent calendar and see which one of my plants I'll be sharing with you today. Today is day 19 of 25 Days of Plantmas. Of the day is my succulents and cacti. So I've mentioned in previous episodes of 25 Days of Plantmas that succulents are not really my thing, but I still do have some succulents in my care, which is this one, which I think is the jade plant. I'm not really sure, but this plant I got from a plant swap. And funny enough, has been doing really well in my care. I repotted it in this 1-inch pot, I believe 2-inch pot, once I got it. Especially with succulents that looks like this, I think it works best if they are in a terracotta pot. So whenever I water them, the water or any extra water or moisture seeps out of the terracotta pot. And as far as propagating this type of succulent, they said if a leaf drops off or if you twist off a leaf from the plant, you let it callus, and then you put it on soil, it would propagate. That has very rarely worked out for me. It probably worked out once from the very first succulent that I got. I had it propagated and it worked pretty well, but I left it outside during the cold season and now it has died off. And with this one, I pretty much very hands off with this. I just let it be. Water it when my planter app lets me know I need to water it. But funny enough, I just noticed the other day that one of the leaves dropped off and then it started to grow roots and form new succulents. And you can see right here, I don't know if I can do that. I'll probably do a close-up if this doesn't work. But it's so crazy that it actually did that. So I'm still putting it in this pot and just let it be, and hopefully it would root and grow a new plant from here. And also see like tons of babies down here too. So this succulent so far is working for me, which is great. But this is like probably my 5th attempt in growing a succulent, and they don't really just work out. And this is a Haworthia. I got this on clearance at Lowe's, and this holding a heart, and it matches with this one with a boy holding a heart. So mainly I got this for the planters, and it's also like magnetized, so I could like put it on a magnetized wall hanger or something, which I have done in a wire grid, but right now they're just sitting on my plant shelf. And because this doesn't have a drainage hole, when I have to water this, I probably give this a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of water. And if there's any extra water, I just like tilt it and let it drain down. And this cactus I also found on clearance at Lowe's, and it was for $1. Same as this one. And I have started getting interested in cactus because I think they're just very pretty and very unique looking, but I didn't want to invest money in them. Just knowing my experience with succulents and cacti, it's pretty much the same thing. And what I really want is those huge and large cactus that I see in nurseries and in garden centers, but they're very, very expensive. But actually I have not really a neighbor who lives a few streets down me, but we're in the same town, and they have cactus like this just growing outside. And I live in Maryland, so it's really fascinating to have their front yard be full of cacti when we have the kind of weather that we have. And I keep passing by them, and since I don't know them and they don't know me, I've always wanted to just go knock on their doors and ask, hey, could I have some cacti off your front lawn? It seems like you're not really interested in them. They just, because they're very random. It's not like they had it landscaped or they had it arranged. It's just literally like weed that popped out of their front yard. And I don't think they even care for them because it's like very close to the road, and they live right in front of a busy road. So that's how I actually saw it. Every time I have to go to the library or the grocery store, I pass by their house. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll strike up the courage and ask, hey, can I have one of your cacti in front of your lawn? I'll fix it up for you if you just give it for me for free. But yeah, I digress. But yeah, so for this one, it's the same thing. I put it in this terracotta pot once I brought it home, just to make sure I'm not overwatering it when I do, and so far it has been doing well. And this one I put in this planter. This planter, when I got it, didn't really have a plant. I think it had one of my smaller air plants, but I knew it didn't really go with this planter, so I just took it out and put it somewhere. And once I got this cactus, I put it in here. I like this one because this one is not prickly. And I had seen cacti, I think in Ace Hardware, that I really want, but then they're too prickly, and I don't know if I should have that, especially when I have a dog in my house and I don't want the dog touching the cactus and getting hurt. But yeah, so this is my very small and very meager cacti and succulent collection. When it comes to watering this, even though they are very small plants, I also just water them once a month. I could probably water them more, but I don't, just because I'm afraid of killing them. But so far it has worked. And I tried to give them bright light, especially this two, because I don't want them to become leggy. But they're mostly on my plant shelf right now, which is right next to a south-facing window. And when it's sunny out, I do put them, I transfer them onto the windowsill just so they are a little bit more closer to the light. As far as fertilization, I haven't fertilized either one of them, but I think they're fine without fertilization, at least for now. But yeah, that is my very small cacti and succulent collection, our plant mess of the day. That's our plant mess story of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to tune in tomorrow for the next installment of 25 Days of Plant Mess. And if you miss any episodes, all of them will be included in the playlist that links up in the card and down in the description. Thanks again for watching. I see you, I appreciate you, and have a plentiful holiday season, everyone. Bye!